To free or not to free? That is a very important question that all authors face. Now, what exactly am I talking about? The choice of whether or not to give away your book for free, and not just as a newsletter builder or to a few friends. Do you want to offer your book for free on retail platforms like Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble? Do you want to let thousands and thousands have the book that you slaved over for free? Yeah, that's a big choice. Back in the day, having a free first in series was basically your ticket to success. At the beginning, there were so few publishers who were willing to have a loss leader, so a book that they gave away for free in order to build up the rest of the series, that it didn't happen very often with the big names. So usually it was indie authors who were willing to give away their first book for free. And those first few brave souls who decided to let that happen made it big. Why? Because there were so few ebooks available for free. I remember when I got my first Nook from Barnes & Noble, the Free Book Friday was a huge deal to me. I would look forward to it all week. And so it was exciting. It was new. It was brand name things. But then everything changed. As the market got flooded with indie books, some people decided that they didn't want free books anymore because they weren't as good, which we'll get back to later because that's not necessarily true. But the method became less effective because if you're one of 1,000 free books, you have a really good chance of grabbing readers. But if you're ones of 100,000 free books, you're going to start getting ignored. And so you need to do something to rise above the noise. And that turns you to CPC or cost per click advertising. When you're talking about that in the world of authors, you're usually talking about Facebook, BookBub, or on the big Amazon itself. Now, if you're paying for cost per click advertising, it gets even more painful to give away your book for free. Why? Because I'm actively paying money to get you to download something for free. So basically, every time someone downloads your book, you're losing, hopefully, like 6 to 13 cents. That adds up if you're giving away thousands and thousands of copies, which is why a lot of indie authors have said, no, we will not do free anymore. We are going to charge you for the first book in our series. Now, there are ways around cost per click advertising for free first in series that will let authors reach readers. Those can be things like doing newsletter swaps with other authors, or paying your way into some of the very fancy newsletters like BookBub or Fussy Librarian or Robin Reads, where you get a one-day placement, hopefully get thousands and thousands of downloads that up your ranking in the shops, and therefore you become visible above all of the other free books in your category. Now, you will find some authors from indie to traditional who are saying that free ebooks are absolutely ruining the industry. It is belittling authors as a whole and ruining the market. So they're basically saying that by giving away books for free, we're cheapening ourselves. And it's true. You will find some readers who complain about paying 99 cents to $4.99 for an ebook, but you would find those same people sitting in a Starbucks paying $5 for a cup of coffee. So they think that their cup of coffee that will be gone in 15 minutes is worth more than the book that they'll enjoy for hours, and that the author worked on for months. It also discounts all of the things that the author has to pay for before the book ever gets to the reader's hands. So that's not just the blood, sweat, and tears, which my husband saw blood and books on the notes for this, and he got very confused about what I was going to be saying. But that's also paying your editors, paying your cover artist, paying for formatting if you're hiring that out, paying for web design, paying for your web fees. Creating a book is not in any way free. And now that there are so many free books on the market, some readers are delusional enough to believe that it is free. It's not. If the author is giving you for something for free, it's because they have created a loss leader. So they're hoping that their free book is so good, you will therefore pay for the rest of the series. That's what we call read through. So no, if 100 people download my first book in series for free, I'm not going to get 100 people downloading book 2. but I'm probably going to get 10 to 20. So then I can count on that read through money to not only pay for cover design, editor, web fees, but also whatever advertising I've done to grab the reader. But it does make readers think, who don't know about the loss leader concept, that all books should be free because, artists don't want to be paid. They're in it for the exposure and love of their art. Now, despite all of the different arguments within the industry, a free book in the series can still be an excellent and organic way to reach readers. It is not at all a bad choice. If you don't have a lot of time to put into cost per click advertising, or you just don't like the idea of giving Amazon, Facebook, or BookWeb a lot of your money to pay for clicks, then having a free first in series is a way to gain some attention. Because if you build it, they may in fact come. There are no guarantees, but if you're not going to do any advertising, you're a lot more likely to get strangers' eyeballs on your free first in series than you are on that $4.99 book. Why? Because a lot of people search free, and because they're going to be willing to give your book a try because they don't have to pay any money for it. But again, are they thinking that you're a real legitimate author because they don't have to pay any money for it? Because again, artists only want exposure. Now, I'm not saying that it is wrong to judge all free books. Not all free books are good. Not all free books are written by authors who take the time to even edit their books. But the same can be said at any price point. There are books that are selling for $9.99 as ebook that have never been edited. There are some books that come out from traditional publishers and are on end caps and Barnes & Noble that I really hope they've never been edited. Because if they were edited, that publisher was ripped off. Because if you repeat the same paragraph on the same page, someone did not do their job very well. Now, it's a hard thing to balance. Do you want to do cost per click? Do you want to do free? Do you want to have your first book be $4.99 so you look legitimate and professional? Or do you want to give it away for free so that you can attract as many readers as you can? It's a very difficult thing to balance, and I can't give you an answer on what's best because the market is always changing. In fact, one change in the algorithm from Amazon and everything could be different again. It also depends on if you want to be a wide author, meaning that you're on Amazon, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, all those different things, or if you're just hanging out on Amazon and KU. Those things create different tactics that can work for gaining attention for your book because cost per click advertising doesn't work as well on all platforms. So depending on who you want to reach, different methods are necessary. My current plan, as of right now, with the market being what it is and having 7 series, so 7 series starter books, is to rotate through my book. So that means about once a year, each of my books will be free for 1 month. So that way, I'll be attracting the people who like free books. Instead of focusing on cost per click advertising, which, as I said, is super time consuming and difficult to figure out. There are so many courses on how to do this. You can pay thousands of dollars to learn to do cost per click advertising, and you still might not know what's happening. It's insane. But if I have a free one, I can put it in the newsletters, I can send it out there, get all those people who look specifically for free books, get lots and lots of downloads, and then I can put it back as a paid book. So then I'll use cost per click advertising, and all of those people who say, free books are awful, I'll get them through my cost per click advertising. And because I have so many books, I can rotate through them all so that I'm not just going, this book is free, now it's not free, now it's free, now it's not free. But that's because I have a pretty big backlist. Now, is this the best way to do it? Is this the best marketing method? I don't know. It makes a lot of sense to me. I've made charts for it and calendars and booked things, but we'll have to see because who knows? The algorithms could change and everything could be different tomorrow. I will let you know how this adventure in book marketing goes. But remember, not all books are bad just because they're free. And not all books are guaranteed to be great just because they're $9.99. So if you're an author, what are your thoughts on free versus paid books? Do you love a loss leader or do you refuse to let your first in series go for anything but $4.99? If you are a reader, where do you like to find your free books? Inquiring minds want to know. Also, what has your free book journey been like? Do you avoid them? Do you love them? Do you binge once a day? Let me know. You can go down below and leave it in the comments. You can click like and subscribe so that you can see how this turns out, because who knows? It could be a massive disaster. But you know what? I'll keep you updated as this crazy journey continues. I'll see you next time.